am here with a makeup tutorial using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold eyeshadow palette. So they finally had one more left at Sephora, and of course I had to pick it up and do a tutorial on it. And this is the look that I came up with. It's a really nice rose gold smoky eye. It's a really dramatic look. I really love this look. For the lips, I went ahead and I used two lips. I went in with first the Ofra lipstick by Manny in the shade Aries. I went ahead and used the shade MudSlide for that as well. So I really love lips with this. I think it's a really nice nude lip and it really pairs well with the look. And yeah, I'm super excited to show you guys this palette. I want to talk about it with you guys just for a little bit. So this is what the palette looks like. It's absolutely stunning. Like, it's literally gorgeous. I love this palette so much. I was really iffy on getting this. It's about like $65, I believe, at Sephora where I live. And I heard so many people saying how it's not blendable, the shades aren't pigmented, you have to use your fingers most of them. And I was like, you know what? I think it looks gorgeous. I'm going to try it for myself. And oh my gosh, it's absolutely amazing. This palette is so good. I don't know what the people are talking about. I really love this palette. Of course, everyone has different opinions, but I think this palette is absolutely amazing. For the price, I think it's amazing. I never had shades in a palette just like these textured eyeshadows. I think they are absolutely stunning. And for this look, I did use the shade Rose Gold, which is a textured eyeshadow. You guys usually always see my NYX glitter primer to pack on eyeshadow on the lid so it really sticks to it. For this look, I did not use it at all, and it was so pigmented, as you guys can see. I love this palette. I think all the matte shades blend so well with each other. I never had a look this seamless and this blended before, where you can see the transition shade, the crease shade, the outer V shade. You can see all the shades I used, and I think it's because of this palette. It really definitely depends on what eyeshadows you are using if you are going to get a seamless blended look. And these eyeshadows really just help me get an absolute seamless look. I love this palette. I think this is absolutely an amazing palette. Again, everyone has different opinions, so everyone might think this is not a good palette. But I think it's an absolutely amazing palette. I think for the price, yes, it's $65, but I think it's definitely worth the $65. All the shades go on so nicely. I used a lot of shades with this look because I really wanted this look to be really dramatic and seamless. So I used a lot of the looks in this palette. I used about 6 shades or 7 to create this look. I know that seems like a lot, but I wanted to try out the shades, and I really love this palette. I can't say it enough to you guys. So if you were definitely debating on getting this, I highly recommend it. It's really amazing. So yeah, this is the look that I came up with once again. So really nice rose gold smoky eye, really nice orangey nude lip. And yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe before you leave. Give this video a big thumbs up. And if you guys want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Bye guys! To start this look, I'm taking Sandalwood. It's a really nice warm brown shade, and I'm taking my Morphe M441 brush. I love this brush for doing looks like this. Now, as you see, I do have tape at the corner of my eye to get a really nice cat eye effect. Now, when I'm doing this, I keep building this color up until it's as dark as I want. Of course, you can make it as light or as dark as you want, but I want this look to be very dramatic, so I kept going back in with this shade to really get it very dark. As you see, I went into my crease as well as a little bit above. This is going to act as our transition color to make everything blend nice and seamlessly. Going back into that palette, now I'm dipping into the shade right next to it called Henna. And I'm taking this Urban Decay eyeshadow brush that came in one of the palettes. I really love this brush. And I'm taking the fluffier side, it's a really nice dense brush, perfect for getting in the crease area. And I'm taking that shade, applying this directly into the crease, a little bit below the first shade we used. And as you see, I'm going from inner to outer corner, not being afraid to get in that inner corner area. Because when it is a dramatic look, you want to make sure you get all the way into the inner corner. Now taking the shade Maneater, it's a really gorgeous, vibrant red shade. I'm taking my Sedona Lace EB15 brush. It's a really great fluffy pencil brush. I love this brush. What I'm doing is first packing this on the outer V of my eye and dragging it into the crease very slightly. I'm only going halfway with this shade. And again, I'm really focusing on the outer V because I really want a lot of dimension there. And this is where we're going to be getting a lot of the dramaticness from, is from the outer V area. Then I go back into that Urban Decay brush or any clean fluffy brush just to further blend it. Now going in with the textured eyeshadow. It's the star of the show called Rose Gold. And as you see, I'm taking my finger. It's best applied with the finger. And I'm just applying this on the inner corner of my eyelid, dragging it into wherever we put that red shade on the outer V. We don't want to apply it all over the entire lid because, again, we are going to be smoking at the outer corner. Once I have that packed on, I go back into that palette and take the shade Bossy with that same Sedona Lace pencil brush. This step is totally unnecessary, but I really want to try out all the colors. And I like using a lot of shades because it really helps blend the shades and make it nice and seamless. I'm just packing that shade on the outer V and dragging it into the crease, just like the other shade. Now I'm going to be deepening up the look even more. I'm taking the shade Cocoa just very slightly. It's a really nice dark brown. What that's going to do is help blend our black shade that we're going into now. So now I'm taking the shade Black Truffle and I'm doing the same exact thing I did with all the other 3 shades. I'm taking that pencil brush, applying it on the outer V and into the crease. And then I really want to make sure it's blended into that lid shade called Rose Gold. And then you want to go back in with a big fluffy brush to further blend it. Then I'm going right into my eyelashes, and that is it for the eyes for now. Very, very simple. I always want to do that with this palette. Now to start with the face, I want this look to be very dramatic and very dewy. So I'm going into my Estee Edit Flash Illuminator in the shade Spotlight. It gives a really nice, healthy, dewy look to the face, as well as hydrating it. Now for my foundation, I want a very full coverage, so I'm taking my Makeupforever Ultra HD Foundation Stick and blending it out with a beauty blender. Now to highlight as well as conceal, I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light. I'm of course applying it underneath my eyes to as well conceal them and highlight, but you also want to apply it on the center of your face like I did because it really helps even out the whole look. Now you want to make sure you set that so it's not creased throughout the day. I'm taking my RCMA No Color Translucent Powder, and I'm taking any fluffy brush and really make sure to pack it anywhere you put that concealer. Now we're going to add some color back into our skin. So I'm taking my Physicians Formula Bronze Booster in Medium Dark, and I'm just warming up the outside of my face, so my temples as well as my cheekbones. Now we're going to be contouring our skin, so I'm going into the Tarte Pro Glow palette and contouring my cheekbones. The reason lately I've really been loving to bronze and then contour is, especially if you're a beginner, it really helps kind of give you a guide as to where I put that contour. Now for blush, I'm going to the Makeup Revolution blush palette in the shade Goddess. I'm taking this really nice peachy orangey blush and applying it to the apples of my cheeks as well as a little bit on my temples to even it out. Now to highlight, I'm taking the Becca X Jaclyn Hill face palette and I'm taking Champagne Pop with my gunmetal brush from Morphe. This is the G23 brush, and I'm highlighting my cheekbones and the bridge of my nose and my cupid's bow and a little bit on my forehead for an overall glow. Now we're going to be finishing up the eye, so we want to smoke out the bottom lash line to really make it dramatic. So I'm going back into that shade Sandalwood first, and with a flat brush, and apply this from inner to outer lash line. Now I'm going into the shade Henna, and I'm doing the same exact thing, applying this from inner to outer lash line. Then going back into the shade Man-Eater, I'm doing the same exact thing. Basically going to be repeating the eye step we did on the eyes, but we're only going to be using a few shades. You don't have to use all of the shades, that's why I skipped a few of them. Now I'm going back into that palette and lastly taking Black Truffle and applying this only to the outer corner of my lash line. Lastly, I'm taking Rose Gold and applying this to the inner corner of my lash line with my finger. Taking the Marc Jacobs Black Eyeliner, I'm only applying this to the outer corner of my lash line and then I'm smoking it out. For my bottom mascara, I'm taking the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. And lastly, I'm taking the shade Shy for my brow bone highlight. For our lips, I'm taking the Ofra lipstick in the shade Aries from Manny MUA in collaboration with them. And then over top of it, I went in and took the Buxom lip gloss in the shade MudSlide. And that is it for this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you want to see more looks using this palette, let me know down below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.